So today I'm taking you on kind of like the end of my week / beginning of my weekend. Just a short little vlog because I feel like I have a lot of stuff to work on and I just want to show you because there's a lot of different things happening. But it is like midday Thursday and we're about to head out for a walk / a coffee. And I've been working all morning because I didn't have work, but I've just been literally crocheting all morning. I love when I film for a solid 2 minutes and then realize I wasn't filming. It's really fun for me. Anyways, I'm working on my Francesca top test pattern test for Cosmati, which is how I'm gonna say it because I don't know how to pronounce her design brand, whatever. Yeah, I've gotten the whole front back yoke done and connected. I just need to work on the body now. Off the top of my head, I think I'm gonna have to lengthen the body just because the number that the pattern said, like the number of rows, just did not seem like enough. And I know that I'm gonna block this, but it just still doesn't seem like enough. And I'm almost 5'10", so I have a pretty long torso, so that might just be part of it. But yeah, that's what tests are for, I guess. So I'm going to do that, and then once I get tired of that, I'm pretty much gonna be out here either until it gets dark or until it starts raining. It was supposed to rain at 6, but doesn't look like there's any dark clouds in the sky. I think there's been a pretty regular breeze all day, so I think it pretty much blew the rain clouds away, I'm hoping. So I'm either gonna be out here, yeah, until it starts raining or until it gets dark, because this is my like one day off this week. I go back to work tomorrow, and I don't work on the weekend, but like still. So this is my one day off, and I did spend a good chunk of the morning sitting in my bed in my kind of stuffy room. So just getting as much fresh air as I can, and I am by myself. It's a pretty residential neighborhood. It's nice to just like be by myself. Luckily there's no one else in the park right now because that would be kind of awkward. But yeah, I had an apple and Fritos. So yeah, nothing crazy. But the other thing I'm working on, did I just talk about this? Whatever. The other thing I'm working on is what will be a vest eventually. That's all it looks like right now. It needs 2 more rows for the like full body, and then I'm going to split. I have to like, this is like to go all the way around my body, and so I have to split for like the 2 front sides as well as like the back, and there's going to be like decreases and some shaping. So I have to figure all that out. I definitely won't do it all today, but I would also like to finish maybe this weekend. Yeah, that's kind of all the updates I have for now. Lots to do. So yeah, just doing as much as I can, and I will be back with hopefully an impressive update when I get home. Who knows? I also don't know how late I'm gonna stay up today because I do have to be at work at 8:45, so definitely not too late of a night. I am back home. If the lighting is a little funky right now, that's because it's nighttime and it's dark, so we have lamps now. But I wanted to show you what I got at the thrift store earlier because I'm kind of obsessed with both the things that I got. I got this wallet. Now I did not need this at all because I have this really cute, that I also got at the thrift store, Coach wallet. But my favorite animal when I was little was a pig, and I saw this and I was like, it's just the cutest thing ever. I will probably switch back to the Coach one at some point, but I think for now, it's adorable. And then I also found this necklace. And like, are you joking me? This is so pretty. I love like colorful, different textures and stuff. Like, let me just show you all my other jewelry. Whoa. My plant's not usually there, but it's usually over there. But the window was open earlier, and it was really windy and it flew and fell on the floor, so I had to pick it up. But anyways, these are like my big heavy ones that I didn't want to put on the rack, but these are all my necklaces, so yeah, it kind of fits the vibe of just a lot going on, so I'm obsessed. But back home now. Is my room a mess? Yes. Am I gonna clean it? Probably not. I just really want to crochet a little bit more. I came home, cleaned up a little out there, made dinner, ate dinner, went on TikTok for like half an hour, and now I'm back in my room finally, which is great, but I don't want to clean this room, so I'm literally not going to. I'm going to crochet for a little bit longer. I didn't end up touching the vest at all. I was just working on the tank top. I think I'm just going to keep working on the tank top tonight, and then tomorrow I will pick up the vest and see how much I can get done when it's a new day. Okay, it is Friday afternoon and I'm so tired. It's also getting warmer by the hour, I think. So, went to work, got off 2 hours earlier than usual, came home and napped. Had lunch and stuff, and I'm just working on the pattern test. Vibes, I know. Gonna go on a walk with my sister soon. But after that, I'm gonna work on this probably, I don't know, I'd like to get like a crop top length today, and then I can go on to some of my other projects and maybe finish the length and do the trims tomorrow. Like that would probably be ideal, but that means I do have quite a bit left to go tonight on this. As you can see, we're back in my room. We went on a little walk / run to get coffee. I blame TikTok. That's where my sister got the idea. But now it is, actually, what time is it? It is almost 1 o'clock. So I'm going to actually clean my room because it's really a mess. I'm going to clean my room, and then we are still going to go to the gym today because it was like a very, very short run. So we want to go like at 2. So I'm going to clean my room and probably just crochet a little bit. And then go to the gym. But mostly need to clean my room because it's, I don't know if you can see that, it's a mess. About 5 o'clock on Saturday. We went to the gym. I had lunch and I've been working on my vest some more because it's just kind of the easiest, breeziest. And I wanted to get some work on it. I wanted to like sit and think about it basically because I love university neighborhoods. I don't know why they're screaming outside, but this is what it looks like so far. And I'm gonna kind of show it to you folded up so you get the idea. But, oh, that didn't work. This is one front side, and then I need to do the other side, and then I need to do the back. The back is not going to be shaped that much. Like, if you can see, like, this is the gap I have for the back. I'm probably gonna start at the corners that the front makes, and then just decrease a little bit, to then just go, like, decrease a little and then just go straight up, just so it's not like a straight square back. I don't know how else to explain that. I will say though, this part goes pretty, like, I would say, like, not the full, like, side, so I do think I need to leave some space. Just putting it against my body, like, this much space. So then, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I could do. And then if I do it on the other side, 1, 2, 5, 6. So then that leaves that much for the back panel. And I might be able to do it straight up. I don't know if I want to shape it at all. We'll figure that out. I might also get lazy and just not shape it. So we'll see about that. But I need to shower. Film an update for the, because I'm also doing the pattern test video, and I don't want to forget to film an update for that before I keep going, so I'll probably work on that more tonight. And yes, I am sweating, it's hot in here. But also for this, so I have the whole bottom half and then one front side done, so I just have the back and the second front side. This is how much I have left of the first ball, and I have actually 3 balls of this. Yeah. So these are 100-gram balls, and I have 3 of them. I was kind of hoping to use all of it, and I don't think I will use very much of this second one. I think this will probably get me like halfway through the second front panel. Then I have the back panel and a little, I want to do like a border, a little outside, as well as the like armholes. The armholes, well, I don't know. I kind of want to do like a, I think it's called a picot, where it's just like tiny little bumps. Nothing too crazy. We'll see. But yeah, I'll probably maybe use half of this, but then that means I'll have 150 grams left. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because it is 40% recycled wool, 40% recycled polyester, and 20% recycled acrylic. So it's really not the softest. That's why I'm making like a vest. It's not going to be like the first layer on my skin. But then I don't know what else to make. It might also get softer in blocking, so if it does get softer, then I won't be as worried about it. But right now I really don't know what else I'm gonna make with this, because I don't think I need 2 vests of the same yarn. So yeah, I'm gonna go shower, and then hopefully when I get back to crocheting, when you guys see me again, I will look less sweaty and a little bit more put together. Towards the end of my night here on Saturday night. It is only 7:30, but I have been working on the vest for a bit. I did both front sections, and did both front sections, and am now on the like middle back. So that shouldn't take too long, but I do also need to edit, because my videos go up Sunday and I have not edited anything, so that'll definitely take me a few hours, and I do have plans tomorrow, so I don't want to be up too late today, but I don't have to be. But I thought I would include a little Q&A section in this video, because I don't think I've ever done one, and I don't know, I've been on YouTube for like consistently like over a year now, so I thought it was time to do Q&A. So I posted on the community tab here, and I posted on my Instagram asking for questions. And yeah, so if you don't see like posts on here that often, definitely follow my Instagram. That's where I post kind of fun stuff like that. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to speak loudly because the fan is going. It is just so hot. I could not turn the fan off for this little segment, or I would literally melt. But yeah, I have also the questions here on my laptop, so going off of that. But First one was, I also said questions about crocheting, life, school, like anything. So these are a good mix of different things. But the first one is, are there any countries you'd like to visit that you haven't been to yet and why? So I've not been out of the country. I've been to a lot of states, but I have not been outside the US. So I would love to do that. Why I haven't? It's expensive, and I haven't been like an adult for very long. So there's not been a lot of chance for me to like go out and travel. I really want to go to like several European countries. This is like so far away now, but my school and like program has a study abroad summer thing in Italy that me and my friend want to do next summer, so it might be closer than I think, but I really would like to start checking off like European countries, and then Canada just kind of seems fun because it's close, and same with Mexico. So those are like the big ones, but mostly like London. It's so hot. Mostly like Italy, Greece, London. London's not a country. England, whatever. All those places I would love to go. The next question is, what are your goals for your future after school? And this is kind of goals, but then also kind of like my vague plan and what I would like to do. So I graduate from with my undergrad in spring of 2027, and then I'm at Syracuse University. So they have a master's program that I would like to do. I'm in school to be an elementary school teacher, and it's required in some states to have a master's degree and just makes you look better in other states. So a lot of people here do get their master's degree, and if you do your master's degree here, it's discounted because you did your undergrad and everything. So in a perfect world, I would do my master's degree here, and I would graduate with that degree 2028. After that, I will almost certainly move back to Texas where my parents live and kind of just live with them for a couple years. I don't want to go straight into the classroom because I've seen way too many teachers burn out going from college to the classroom, and I'm like, 2028, like I'm not even gonna be like a fully developed brain. I'll be like 24, so I'm not in a rush to get into the classroom, and it's definitely like there's not really an age limit on teaching, I feel like, so I'm not, again, in a rush. So yeah, I'll move back home after my master's, and then I would honestly like to just like work and substitute teach, like work a retail job or something to like pay what I need to pay. But then for teaching, I would like to substitute teach for a couple years just to get more experience. I feel like I do better when I do things really slowly, so going straight from college to my own classroom by myself kind of seems like a lot. I would rather like substitute teach, 1 or 2 days at a time. And then also because of the way that like teaching credentials work and the laws and all the states are kind of different, I can graduate from here, get my degree, get my teaching credential, but the New York teaching license does not work in Texas. Texas only takes a Texas license. So I can't really teach there. I can sub there because I have a degree and I have experience, but I can't like get a teaching position, at least to my knowledge now I can't. So, and then I would, after a few years, probably most likely move back to California where I was born and teach there. But that after a couple years back in Texas, that's where it gets a bit hazy. But the long-term goal is to teach elementary school. This question is kind of funny. It's, where did you learn to do your hair and makeup so well? Thank you. And I kind of was like, I don't really have an answer for this, but I feel like my only answer to like where I learned to do hair and makeup is in dance. I did dance when I was little, and then started again, like little as in like 3, 4, and then took a few years away. Like it was like community, like tap and ballet, and then didn't do it for a few years. And then in like 4th grade, I was like, I need to be in ballet right now. And I danced from like 4th to 8th grade, pretty like a lot, honestly. And then I did color guard all of high school. So, but because of that, my mom doesn't wear a lot of makeup, nor does she do her hair a lot, but I had to learn how to curl my hair and do stage makeup. So from that, over the years, and there was definitely some trial and error, but I basically, all my beginning of hair and makeup started with stage hair and makeup. Next one is, also I have my ice water in my Grinch cup now if you hear a noise, but the next one is, when did you start crocheting and why? And I actually started crocheting because my mom, sister, and I took a class at Michael's way back when Michael's did in-person classes, and I don't remember if we asked to take the class or my mom saw it and was like, do you guys want to do this? I don't remember which one, but it was like an hour-long class. It was just literally one class. They taught us like chains and double crochet, I think. I want to say that's like the only thing, and like the project for the class was a scarf, and I did in fact make a very bad scarf. Don't have it anymore, but then after that I made a couple more questionable scarves, and then my mom and my sister kind of did not care for it as much as I did, but then I wanted to make a stuffed animal, so I got on YouTube and looked up like literally how to crochet stuffed animal, and I found some really amazing videos, honestly, from this creator Sharon Oyala. I say Oyala because I think that would be like the Spanish pronunciation. I want to say her, it was like Ojala. So to me, whatever. I'm not sure how you spell her last name. She's Canadian. I have no idea if she still makes videos because that was a while ago. But she had just the most amazing instructions ever, and she had patterns on her blog. She had a blog that she had all the written patterns. You could, I want to say, buy PDFs, but then she had so many so many videos, like full tutorials of how to make these animals, and I made so many of her animals. I don't think I have any pictures of them. Maybe I'll have my mom send me a picture if I can, but if I hope they're here. If I can't get pictures of my, I'll have pictures of hers. But oh my god, I made so many of them. And so then from there I learned a lot, and then I just kept finding like instructions and inspiration from the internet and taught myself a lot of things. And even now, like, I'm just barely following patterns for clothes. I also was just like making stuff up whenever I wanted, but I got a lot of practice from making stuffed animals. This question is my favorite beginning to moderate like level project, and I don't know if this is like controversial at all or like kind of out there, but I feel like a really good project to start with is anything that you really want, because stuffed animals, accessories, home decor, clothing, I feel like there are online resources for all of those things from beginning to advanced levels, whether that be free patterns, paid patterns, video tutorials. I feel like you could find a beginner, moderate, medium, advanced level pattern for all of those things. So if you really want to make clothes, don't start by making like coasters just because someone said it's the easiest thing to make. It might be technically easier, but find the beginning version of whatever you want to make. I think is the right project. I don't know how else to explain that. Because off the top of my head, I know there are tank tops that only use 1 or 2 stitches. I know there are bags that only use 1 or 2 stitches. Accessories, stuffed animals, like the one I was just talking about. Those are all can get really simple, and that way you're making what you want to make, and you can just start at the very basic and grow from there. And that way I feel like some people, like, they start off making stuff because they feel like they should, and then they kind of don't want it, or they get bored because they're making the wrong thing. So that's my 2 cents. I don't know if that makes sense, but sort of similar-ish is, how did you learn to make socks? I learned to make socks very stubbornly. I feel like I watch a lot of knitting YouTubers because there's not a lot of crocheting YouTubers. I mean, there are, but like that don't post as consistently, or like kind of like the project or vibe that I like. There's a lot less, I feel like, of like crochet based YouTubers. So I've been watching a lot of knitting people and they make socks, and I was like, I want to make socks, but I'm stubborn and I refuse to learn how to knit. So I was like, well, I need to figure out how to crochet socks. From watching knit YouTubers, I learned a lot about like the yarns that you can use, why thinner yarn why fingering weight sock yarn works so well. If you want a chunkier sock, it's going to be more like a slipper, blah blah blah. Different like there's a million and one ways to knit a sock, and it's so customizable. I was like, there has to be a way to do this with crochet. So I just started buying patterns. I think I've bought more sock patterns than any other aside from the stuffies, because I was making that for a lot longer. But like, I don't like buying clothing patterns, but I have bought sock patterns because I was so like, I don't know how to do this. And I will link below all the sock patterns I bought. And I have videos actually for all the socks that I've made. And it's just a lot of trial and error. Some of them I can't wear. Some of them are a little too small, a little too big, need this certain things changed. So it is an ongoing process, but literally just trying it out with different patterns. And I would say socks is kind of something that's, I guess, not a beginning project. It takes a lot of knowing how stitches work beforehand, so that I feel like I was able to adjust and understand sock patterns as well as I did because I have a lot of background knowledge of just crocheting and stitches and how things are shaped and how certain stitches in certain places will change things. All that I already knew, so just following a sock pattern and figuring that how that works for my foot helped. Okay, I have 2 more questions and I'm dying with heat. I moved the fan further away and I need it closer to me now. But second to last question is favorite thing about living in upstate New York. This is a very hard question for me to answer because off the top of my head, all I can think about is the freezing cold weather. And that's not what this whole area is, but it was a big part of it. So my least favorite is definitely how freezing cold it was. I would say my favorite thing, in the same vein, the very real seasons was fun. Winter was not fun, but going from like summer to fall to winter very clearly is not something I've ever had, and so that was really fun. Getting to crochet things for cold weather was fun, and just honestly the people I've met some really amazing people here, so that definitely makes a big difference. And then so yeah, just kind of like general things. I also feel like I've been so focused on school that like this next year I'll have more to say about what I like about the area in general other than just school. But then the last question was, what am I looking forward to most about next year at Syracuse? I'm looking forward to student teaching again. They call it placements in my program, so like it is student teaching but not in like a full-time gig. It's for us, like last semester it was 3 times a week, and I want to say it's like that next semester as well. So just being with kids, that's kind of like, obviously like we're gonna be teachers, it's a huge part of it, so just actually getting to do that among other things. I'm really excited to do more on campus. The school is constantly having an event or a like free food, a free something, an event, a show, a game, anything. There's always something going on, so I want to go to as many things as possible, use as many things that are provided to me as possible. The tuition is not cheap, so just getting the most out of the school really is like a huge goal of mine. So that was some fun questions. I will probably do this again in a couple months. If I get some questions or anything, I will try to keep a running list for me to answer when I have a bunch of them maybe. But yeah, it is almost 8 o'clock. I need to start editing. I also have not started working on the last project that I wanted to in this weekend time frame, but I might just save that for next week. I think I honestly could finish the vest today, which would be crazy. So I'll at the very least probably finish the vest minus the borders today and then go back to my pattern test, because that does need some more rows. So that's kind of my big 2 goals while I'm editing, and hopefully the editing doesn't take too long. But yeah, I think that's everything for today. Thank you truly so much for watching. Thank you for leaving a question, whether it was here or on Instagram. I really appreciated it. Let's see. I have links below for different ways you want to support me. I have a Ravelry wish list, as well as some Amazon wish list. If you want to just support me and give me something, absolutely don't have to, but your girl's on a budget this summer, so literally anything helps. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow my Instagram and my TikTok. Yeah, I will see you guys next week. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye!